Hello everyone, very good morning. Welcome to Testbook Supercoaching for regulatory bodies and आज के इस सेशन में आप सबका स्वागत है. We are going to discuss important current affairs on daily basis. We are covering important current affairs through MCQs in this session. So today also we are going to cover near about 20 important news through MCQs and we will discuss those news with respect to our regulatory body exams. Either it's RBI, NABARD, SEBI or IFSC or any other exam. So we'll start, guys. Once again, very good morning. Before going to start this session, please let me know I'm audible or not in the comment section, and let's start with the session. Those who are yet to subscribe the channel, please do subscribe the channel. You will get all the information of upcoming exams as well as upcoming sessions from where you can focus on your preparations. Okay, fine. Again, this is the Telegram channel from where you are going to get the notes after the session. I will share the PDF of these questions or these news in this on this Telegram channel, so you can follow me on this particular channel. Another thing is that on the 26th of Jan, means coming Sunday, there will be RBI Grade B scholarship test, and in through this scholarship test you can get up to 90% scholarship on the RBI Grade B super coaching. The scholarship test will be live from 8 AM and will be till 11:59 PM. The duration will be 16 hours and you need to register in this. There is a link in the description. Through that you can register for this particular test. Okay, so we'll start. So first question on your screen. Which bank's Indian arm has received RBI's approval to open 20 branches across 20 cities in Jan 2025? So this bank is again going to open several branches in our country. Basically, this bank is working from many years in India, but in near about, I guess, 2016 they decided to reduce some branches. Now again they are planning to expand. Under section 23 of Banking Regulation Act of 1949, RBI gave them permission to open the branches. So section 23 of the Banking Regulation Act of 1949 is very important to open branches in our country. So remember this section 23, they do ask question about this. So again, section 23 of Banking Regulation Act of 1949 is responsible. Yes, we are talking about HSBC. So HSBC India gets the RBI's approval to open 20 new branches in 20 cities. The cities in which HSBC will open the branches will be Amritsar, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Dehradun, Faridabad, Indore, Jalandhar, Kanpur, Ludhiana, Lucknow, Mysuru, Nagpur, Nashik, Navi Mumbai, Patna, Rajkot, Surat, Visakhapatnam, Vadodara and the Thiruvananthapuram. Cities are also mentioned by the HSBC Hong Kong Shanghai Bank Corporation. Headquarters is in London. The bank was created in 1860s and working in India since ages, but they decided to reduce their branches after the black money issues and some other operational problems, but again they are ready to expand their branches in India, so it is really very important. Okay, that's it from this particular news. So answer is C, HSBC Hong Kong Shanghai Bank Corporation. We'll go to the next news and the next question. Recently, which act has been amended by the Reserve Bank of India to promote cross-border transactions in Indian rupee? To promote cross-border transaction in Indian rupee, we wanted to amend a law and we did that. We actually made some changes in that particular law. So which law is responsible for this? So very simple question. Okay, whenever it comes to the cross-border transaction, the one law is dedicated for that, and that law is a FEMA Act. Foreign Exchange Management Act in 1999, we created this law by replacing FERA. Earlier there was a Foreign Regulation Act and we replaced this act with the Foreign Exchange Management Act. So earlier was a FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Okay. Now under this new act, we actually want to promote cross-border transaction of Indian rupees. That is a major focus here. So if we want to promote or if you want to make Indian rupee international currency or internationalization of rupee is the concept we have, and to do that we actually need to support a proper a law support for such kind of transactions. That's why there was a rupee account or the rupee investments in by the NRIs in the Indian branches overseas was in news. Masala bond is also very responsible for such kind of promoting Indian rupee internationally, and this is another concept. This move comes in a backdrop of the rupee coming under pressure amid strengthening dollar and weakening Chinese currency. So if we really want to stabilize the currency, if we really want to make Indian rupee international currency, we need to push it very harder so that internationally rupee can get famous. That's why the special Vostro accounts were in news, so that the NRIs can invest their money in rupee in Indian banks internationally. Nationally they are investing, but internationally also, as well as investments can be attracted through Masala bond, which is a rupee denominated bond, and another factor recently announced by the Reserve Bank of India. So it is important for the exam point of view. We'll go to the next question. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh dedicated India's first of its kind CSIR Innovation Complex through virtual mode in which city? CSIR Innovation Complex was recently inaugurated. It is one of the first unique complex which will be focusing on multifaceted innovations and research. So it will be open for many studies. It will be open for many other fields, so that the innovative activities in our country should be promoted. Dr. Jitendra Singh sir is a Science and Technology Minister, and he virtually inaugurated this particular complex, and this complex is situated in Mumbai. So this will be in Mumbai for first point for the exam point of view. Second, CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. CSIR is always headed by, as the president of CSIR is always Prime Minister of India. Director General of CSIR is right now Kalaselvi Devi ma'am. She was obviously present for this inauguration, and Science and Technology Ministry is the nodal authority to handle the CSIR. To boost innovation, industry collaboration, employment generation of the 6 memorandum of association signed between CSIR as well as IIT Bombay is involved in this. IIT Bombay, so they signed near about 6 agreements with various institutions, various industries, various kind of a PPP project under which this innovative activities will be promoted. The major focus is not only innovation, another focus is also employment generation. So if we are promoting, if we are innovating something, it should have the scalability. It should have that mindset that there can be employment generation through such kind of innovations or the industries. That is another focus. So IIT Bombay is actively working with this new complex of CSIR, and that's why it's inaugurated in Mumbai, which is a very important factor for the exam point of view. So yes, this is the inaugural ceremony. Dr. Jitendra Singh Sir was virtually present for this function. Next, what is the total amount approved by the Union Cabinet for the revival of Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, famously called as Vizag Steel? Vizag Steel's balance sheet was not that great in last few years, and that's why Government of India decided to pour certain amount of money or infuse certain amount of money, infuse certain amount of capital into Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited or Vizag Steel. So the question is, how much amount Government of India decided to infuse or pour into this one of the important institution of India? So answer of this question before that, Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, also called as Vizag Steel, created by Government of India in 1982, is one of the prime authority, prime institution, prime company owned by Government of India for the production of the steel. Now government is going to pour 11,440 crore for the as a revival package, out of which 10,300 crore is infused as a equity and 1,140 crore will be the working capital loan. So the loan 1,140 and rest of the 10,300 crore as a equity capital will be infused. Ashwini Vaishnav sir to the press conference mentioned about this. He talked about this. Obviously it comes under the steel ministry. Kumar Swamy sir is the steel minister of India. So his ministry is going to handle all these scenarios. Will be really very important because बहुत important company Government of India की, rather than privatizing the company, rather than selling its shares, it's a better chance that if we'll pour certain amount of money, it can rejuvenate. Otherwise we can think about selling of the shares or disinvestment of the company, but that will be the last option government will have. But right now this infusion will help to this company, and that's a factor here. So answer is 11,440 crore. We'll go to the next question. What is the projected growth rate of India for 26 and 27 as per the IMF? We talked about that. Yesterday we discussed about the World Bank's report, that is a global economic prospect. IMF's report is called as a World Economic Outlook. So according to IMF's new report, what will be India's GDP projections for the 26 as well as for the 27? What do you think? What can be the answer? Yes, answer of this question is 6.5%. Absolutely right. So 6.5% for both the financial years, the 26 as well as for the 27. That is mentioned by the IMF in its one of the report called as the World Economic Outlook. Again, yesterday also we discussed about that the World Economic Outlook is the name of the report of IMF. Global Economic Prospect is the name of the report of the World Bank. Remember that factor is really very important. So RBI for the 26, RBI is thinking about 7%, but right now RBI for the 25 is thinking about 6.7%. World Bank 6.7, S&P 6.7, India rating 6.6 and IMF 6.5. Again, these numbers which are mentioned over here, they are for the financial year 26 and 27. That is the prospect which we need to take care of. Chalo, next question. Which indigenously designed and built guided missile destroyer is participating in the 4th edition of the La Perouse naval exercise? We talked about that yesterday. We discussed some different question like how many countries are participating or they were the part of this exercise conducted by the France. So 9 countries are the part of this exercise. We discussed about that yesterday. Now, which ship is a part of this exercise from India? So answer of this question is INS Mumbai. INS Mumbai is a part of this. Now, this exercise is conducted by France. Other than France, 8 countries are the participants. So, total 9 countries participated into this exercise, and INS Mumbai from India participated into this naval exercise called as a multilateral. So, that's all. This is a ship from India in this exercise. Next. Union Minister of Communication Jyotiraditya Scindia has unveiled a series of initiatives including Sanchar Sathi mobile app and the National Broadband Mission 2.0. What is the primary objective of National Broadband Mission? National Broadband Mission 2.0. Earlier we had this mission, National Broadband Mission. Under that we are promoting the connectivity in our country. We are using optic fiber networks so that the broadband connectivity should be very good in our country. Then Sanchar Sathi app is a consumer centric app so that consumers or the customers should get all the basic information, or they can file a complaint, or they will get the feedback, everything. For that purpose we launched this Sanchar Sathi app. The purpose of national this NBM National Broadband Mission 2.0, the major focus of this is before that, aims to connect 1,70,000 villages across the country. That is a major factor over here. Another thing, this National Broadband Mission, the intra-circle roaming facility at the Digital Bharat Nidhi funded 4G mobile site. That is the major and important focus over here. So how many villages we are focusing on? Then what is the purpose of this particular mission? NBM 2.0 will be crucial for the exam point of view. The original National Broadband Mission was launched in 2019, and now this is the second phase we have recently launched. So that will be the question over here. So that's the answer. Again, 4G is the major focus. Again, 1,70,000 villages kept in mind by the government of India. Next. In Jan, which among the following state has approved solar power project worth around 10,000 crore to achieve state's renewable energy capacity of 22,000 megawatts? So that is the question in front of you. Again, the question is state oriented. Recently, which of the following state has approved solar power project worth 10,000 crore and with the capacity of 22,000 megawatt? So which state government recently launched that? Of course, state-oriented news sometimes are really very important. So answer of this question is Uttar Pradesh. So recently Uttar Pradesh announced this. They are going to create 3 solar power projects worth 2000 megawatt, will be in Jhansi, Lalitpur and Chitrakoot. That is the important factor for the exam point of view. NTPC Green Energy will be the partner for this kind of project. Again, Uttar Pradesh, everyone knows who is the chief minister and who is the governor of the state of Uttar Pradesh. So that's all. We'll go to the next question. Yes, answer is Uttar Pradesh. That's all. Next question. Which country has recently been admitted as a partner country of the BRICS bloc? Yesterday we talked about this. There are total 9 countries now as a partner country. Member country is a different concept. Partner country is a different concept. If you know how many member countries are there under BRICS, please let me know in the comment section. Yes, guys. Yes, answer of this question is Nigeria. Absolutely. Nigeria now become the new partner country of the BRICS group. BRICS, we initiated BRICS concept in 2009. Brazil, Russia, India, China. In 2010, South Africa became the part of this particular group. And recently, we added Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia and UAE as the new members. We also invited Saudi Arabia to be the new member of this group. Now, when it comes to partners, totally we have the 9 partners in this group. Okay, so Turkey, Azerbaijan, Malaysia. Okay, they applied for this. Other than that, Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, Uzbekistan, and now Nigeria, whose capital is Abuja and currency is Naira. They are the static parts. Obviously, they are asking question about the static stuff, like what is the capital, what is the currency of the respective country. These are the they are the partner countries. Turkey, Azerbaijan, Malaysia, they applied to become a member of this particular group. So in both the angles, they can ask the question. Partners can only participate in these meetings or in these conferences, but they cannot vote, or they don't have any kind of decision-making power like India, Brazil, South Africa, China, Russia, these countries are having. So remember that 9 partner countries we have under BRICS. That's all from this particular news. We'll go to the next question. National Internet Exchange of India, NIXI, has launched Internet Governance Internship Capacity Building Scheme. The program aims to build awareness and develop expertise in internet governance among Indian citizens. What is the monthly stipend provided to interns under the scheme? NIXI is one of the very important organization, comes under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So this organization is coming up with a government internship capacity building scheme. Question is very simple. How much monthly stipend will be provided to these interns? Yes, guys. Can you give me the answer? 3 to 6 month internship program mentioned by the master over here. Yes, very good, guys. Absolutely right point. Okay. So NIXI announces Internet Governance Internship Capacity Building Scheme. In 2003, we created this concept under Ministry of Electronic Information Technology, and the major focus of this institution is to promote internet connectivity in India, in open market, in free market. That is their major purpose. So basically, they are working on developing the expertise, and for that reason, ISTAR organization like Internet Corporation assigned names, numbers, Internet Society of Information Security Operations Centers, Institute of Electronic Engineers, and Internet Engineer Task Force. These are the institutions that are involved with this NIXI for providing this internship program. Again, the fixed stipend of 20,000 per month will be provided to interns, along with the support to conduct mandatory outreach program. So many things will be there. It's kind of a very, very important thing, and they're giving very handsome stipend every month because stipend is kind of an initial amount you are going to get. The job is yet to be confirmed. Before that, you are getting 20,000 per month, and with such a reputed organization, with such a wonderful work in which there will be there is a scope of innovation, scope of development, and that's why very good program launched by the ministry as well as the NIXI. So answer is 20,000 here. Remember, this concept was initiated by Government of India in 2003. Next, who has been appointed as a Director General of CRPF? Who is the new Director General of CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force? Anish Dayal Singh Sir, Gyanendra Pratap Singh Sir, Vittal Kumar, Kuldeep Singh and Ajay Bhalla. Basically, Anish Dayal Singh Sir was the head previously, but he retired. His tenure was ended, and after that, for few days, for few months, basically, Vittal Kumar Sir was handling the position of CRPF. Now we have the the Permanent Director General, and name is GP Singh sir. In 1939, CRPF was created, one of the very important paramilitary organization of Government of India to handle the law and order situation inside the country. When it comes to GP Singh sir, 1991 batch IPS officer from the Assam Meghalaya cadre, very famous, very important person when it comes to IPS cadre, and now going to handle the position of Director General in CRPF. That's it. Next, who was awarded the Gates Cambridge Impact Prize? Which Indian researcher, which Indian professor recently got one of the important award called as the Gates Cambridge Impact Prize? It's not the only person who got this award. Obviously, there are the group of 8 people, they got the award, and one of the important person is from India. They also received this award, and the name of the person is Professor Urvashi Sinha. Professor Urvashi Sinha is a professor in Raman Research Institute, which is in Bengaluru. Okay, and for her research work, for her pivotal role, especially focusing on the National Quantum Mission, she got this award. So quantum science, quantum physics, quantum mission, she is very important. And Raman Research Institute is India's landmark institution, autonomous authority created by C.V. Raman sir, is in Bengaluru, and she is the renowned professor in this institution. So this award ceremony took place in Cambridge University, UK, and Melinda Gates Foundation is one of the partner for this particular award. That's it. So that's her photo. We'll go to the next. There are some other awards like Singapore Honorary Citizen Award to Tarun Das sir, a former DG of Confederation of Indian Industry. Then PSC Excellence Award by ICC, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. Then Chandrasekhar Arandra Saraswati Award for the leadership to Jaishankar sir. That is also very important for the exam point of view. Then Jamshedji Tata Award for Indian Society for Quality. Kiran Muzumdar ma'am, she got this award. So these are some crucial and important awards for the exam point of view. We'll go to the next question. Who won the men's single title at the India Open 750th Badminton Tournament? India Open Super Badminton Tournament was in New Delhi. And which of the following won this tournament? That is a question in front of you. Okay, obviously, this is the question regarding to male category. There is also female category. In both the categories, who are the winners? That can be the question. When it comes to the male category, obviously Victor Axelsen from Denmark, and when it comes to the women's category, An Se Young from Korea won this championship. This was organized in India, okay, but obvious was organized in New Delhi, and where these players won the championship. They do ask question about such kind of sports events in our exam, so we need to keep watch. Okay. Yes, 2025 is a year of quantum science. Absolutely right. United Nations announced that. Next, India has won both the men's and women's title in the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. Okay, we all know about that. In both categories, we won against Nepal. When it comes to the women's category, 78-40 was the score, whereas the male category 54-36 was the score. And in both the categories, we won this first ever Kho Kho World Cup organized in New Delhi. So, Salman Khan is a brand ambassador for this Kho Kho World Cup. Now the question is, who is the captain of Indian women's Kho Kho team? The captain of Indian women's Kho Kho team. If you know, please mention the captain of men's Kho Kho team also in the comment section. Yes, answer of this question is Priyanka Ingre. Priyanka Ingre, when it comes to women's team, whereas male or the men's team is Pratik Vaikar. Both of them are really very great player, no doubt about that. Kho Kho is originated from India, especially the state of Maharashtra. Both the captains are from Maharashtra only, and they won this championship, the first ever World Cup, beating Nepal, both the teams, male as well as women's team. That's it. So we'll go to the next question. In Jan, what is the name of the new initiative launched by Policybazaar in UAE? Policybazaar now started working in UAE. It's an Indian origin company. Policybazaar is one of the intermediary for insurance policies, and they launch one of their important product in UAE. So question can be asked, because if Indian companies are launching their products in some another country, so they will ask the question. It's kind of a very important moment for our countries, because step by step or धीरे धीरे क्यों ना हो, but Indian companies are becoming famous across the world. So they recently launched PB Advantage is the name of the concept they launched in the health insurance sector in UAE. Okay. Now mostly these Islamic countries, they are not that fond of insurance products. Many Islamic countries, they actually don't allow insurance products also, but UAE is one of the open-minded country, and they decided to allow Policybazaar to work, and they launch Policybazaar Advantage in UAE. That will be enough. We need not to focus much about this product, because it's a UAE based product. Within 30 minutes, they are going to settle the claim. That is the promise given by the Policybazaar in this Advantage policy. Next, who inaugurated 85th All India Presiding Officers Conference in Patna? Presiding officers, basically the state legislatures we have, the state assemblies we have. So their presiding officers conference was organized in Patna. Who was the main, or who was the chairperson of this particular conference? Remember one thing, when it comes to our country, state legislatures, state assemblies, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, whatever the assembly or parliament related functions will be always headed by Lok Sabha Speaker. So this conference was also headed by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla sir. The conference was organized in Patna. That will be the another question for the exam point of view. So all the presiding officers of Indian state assembly and the state legislatures, they were present there for this conference. So Om Birla sir was the head. Next, Karnataka emerged the triumphant against the Vidarbha by 36 runs in Vijay Hazare Trophy. Final played at the Vadodara Stadium. How many Vijay Hazare Trophy title has Karnataka won excluding this season? So excluding this trophy, how many trophies they won previously in Vijay Hazare? Vijay Hazare is a one-day based tournament. Ranji is a test based tournament, and Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy is a T20 based tournament. This year's T20 Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy and Ranji Trophy won by Mumbai, whereas when it comes to Vijay Hazare, won by the Karnataka against Vidarbha. So this is they won total fifth. This is the fifth trophy they won. So previously they won 4 trophies. This is the 5th trophy won by them. Captain of Karnataka team Mayank Agrawal, whereas against Karun Nair. Karun Nair was in news recently because of his consistency, because of his hundreds recently. Anyways, the answer of this question is 4, and this is the 5th title for the state of Karnataka. Another important point which is crucial, Tamil Nadu, Mumbai and Saurashtra, okay, they are the only teams they won multiple trophies when it comes to Vijay Hazare. Okay, so that will be also important factor for the exam point of view. They do ask question on such kind of tournaments, such kind of trophies. Next, what is the name of the Sarla Aviation's prototype air taxi unveiled at the Bharat Mobility Global Expo? India's first flying taxi, we can say, the first taxi who can fly. So it was recently announced during this Mobility Global Expo. Mobility Global Expo was organized at Yashobhumi as well as Bharat Mandapam, but Yashobhumi was open for all, and in that place, or during this Bharat Mobility Global Expo, we launched this the first flying taxi of India. It's a prototype basically. Okay, so dheere dheere of course it will come commercially. So answer of this is yes. So one other thing is that this Sarla Aviation is a Bengaluru based startup company, and they launched this Shunya at the Bharat Mobility Global Expo. Remember that Shunya prototype is designed for short trips 20 to 30 kilometers and can reach speed up to 250 kilometers per hour. The vehicle can accommodate 6 passengers and carry a maximum load of 680 kg. This is the first of its own type, the first prototype ever launched in our country. So sometimes they do ask question regarding the technicality. So please focus on such kind of factors. So by the way, Sarla Aviation is in 2023 we created this, started by Shivam Chauhan and the Rakesh Gokar. These are the people, as well as Adrim Schmidt. They are the founders of this company and headquartered in, of course, Bengaluru. Another thing which is very, very important, the thing is that the founders of this company, because this is a startup company and their founders are really very famous, like the Flipkart's co-founder Binny Bansal, Zerodha's co-founder Nikhil Kamath. These are the funders or the investors of this company. So company, of course, is going to work very well. They have a very good backup, and this company launch, this is the prototype which I was talking about. Shunya is the name of this flying taxi. Next, which northeastern state is the first to distribute property cards under Centre's village survey scheme called SVAMITVA? SVAMITVA was in news recently. Panchayati Raj Ministry is responsible to handle the SVAMITVA scheme, and Prime Minister of India by his hands, or he was present while distributing these SVAMITVA cards. So first northeastern state where this property SVAMITVA cards was distributed. SVAMITVA's main purpose is that to reduce any kind of disputes in rural areas regarding the land dispute, especially to use new technology to properly demarcate the land boundaries and to solve all types of issues so that developmental works can be done properly. SVAMITVA scheme is a conscience-based approach resolve the village dispute, foster unity, mentioned by Panchayati Raj Minister Raju Ranjan Singh sir. Another important factor is that 2.25 crore total cards being distributed recently, total overall, whereas Prime Minister of India recently distributed 65 lakh property cards under SVAMITVA scheme. So how many cards distributed recently by the Prime Minister? 65 lakhs. Overall distribution is 2 crore 25 lakh till this time, mentioned by the Government of India. When it comes to SVAMITVA, survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village area. ABAD is in bracket. Okay, usually they don't put that in their full form. So survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas scheme launched by the Panchayati Raj Ministry. Very important scheme. The scheme was launched in year 2020, 24th of April. 24th of April is Panchayati Raj Divas. So in year 2020 we launched this to resolve the disputes, to make up the planning better, especially for the rural areas. So to solve these land disputes, we started with SVAMITVA by using new technologies, especially the drone technologies, the satellite system. So all these concepts we are using for SVAMITVA cards. Yes, Mizoram is the state, basically the northeastern state which implemented this for the first time. The first northeastern state is Mizoram. So capital is Aizawl. Okay. Lal Duhom sir is the chief minister and VK Singh sir is the new governor of the state of Mizoram. We'll go to the next question. Who has been confirmed as the 72nd US Secretary of the state? The new US government started working. 47th President Donald Trump, he took charge as the president of the country. Now he's Secretary of State. Secretary of State is a very, very important position. Secretary of State in USA is just like a Home Minister of India. Okay, a similar kind of position, very important position. Secretary of State is handling every type of things. For example, their internal issues, their external issues, all types of scenario. So Secretary of State is really very important. Recently, Secretary of State of USA had conversation with Indian External Affairs Minister regarding the illegal migrants in USA. So the Donald Trump government asked India to take the illegal migrants who went to USA from India, and Government of India gave the green signal for that particular problem, or to solve that particular problem. So answer is Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is a new Secretary of State for USA. This name will be very, very famous in coming days and will be always in news for the next 5 years because Secretary of State is really very important position when it comes to the US government. So yes guys, that's all from my side for the day. These were the questions from the current affairs. So on the daily basis, we'll try to cover as many as questions we can from the current affairs part so that the revision can be perfect. That's all. Bye bye. Take care. We'll see you in the next session guys. Till that time, take care.